Welcome back. This is part 2 to our presentation. The second question we decided to answer was, what do I do when my student has interesting ideas to write about but does not use correct punctuation, spelling, or grammar? First thing to do is to determine if they know the correct usage of the spelling, grammar, and punctuation by questioning if the student during their work, and just see if they're taking their time. So a lot of students will rush through what they're doing and don't even realize they're making grammatical mistakes. Teach mini lessons using the writing curriculum provided. Have them use a computer to make final copies of their writing. This can help them by using correct spelling and grammar. There's spell check and Grammarly these days, which is great. Grade using a process approach mindset. This can help encourage a student output and allows for creative writing. Use editing strategies, and encourage students to use adult editors and assistive technologies. Use realistic context and allow students to make writing choices that helps them invest in quality work. You can also examine to see if the student might have dyslexia. If they do, refer to the IEP as a guideline for their writing. So, two things you could do. The cover copy compare vocabulary. The teacher can have handout worksheets for a student to work independently for their vocabulary portion. The words, their messages are listed on the left side of the page, and the right side there's a space for students to write each of the vocabulary and definition, and then the student covers up the portion and they rewrite it. Prosody intervention, stop and go. Steps are listed here. Step 1 is to give the student a reading passage and have them fluently read one sentence. Second, you will, at the end of each sentence, the teacher says stop, wait 2 to 5 seconds, and then say go. This helps students understand what they're reading and helps them understand where to stop. This can help them when they're writing because they'll be able to tell when a sentence is supposed to end. Student continues to read aloud, one sentence at a time, and they should be able to read the entire text this way. The second reading, the teacher can challenge the student and say at the end of each sentence, stop and breathe. And the student should read the text again without teacher cueing. The third reading, the student learns the technique and naturally takes a pause at the end of each sentence. So, reading and fluency goes hand in hand with reading or writing and writing fluency, if you want to call it that. Students have a hard time writing when they don't understand where to stop in a sentence, what actually ends a sentence, and the best way to get a student to be comfortable with writing is, again, that practicing, because practicing makes better writing, and making sure that when they are practicing, that they're practicing the correct way. We can do that by writing with them, but also giving them an opportunity to write on their own and having us there to help edit it.